Good afternoon. This is cause number 2020-76000. In the interest of Marcel Mills, all parties, please raise your right hand to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Mitchell? All right. Ma'am, please identify yourself and your relationship to the child.
My name is Patrice Ann Mitchell. I'm the mother of Marcel Shenard Mills Jr.
All right. And for the state?
Good morning, Your Honor. Or I'm sorry, good afternoon. Angela Jeffries for the Office of the Attorney General.
Court will note that the non-custodial parent, Marcel Mills Sr., is not present. He was served on January 4th, 2021 at 9:48 a.m. at 5931 Green Falls Drive in Houston, Harris County, Texas. And he's not filed an answer or made an appearance. Is that correct?
He's not, Your Honor.
All right. We'll proceed by default.
Your Honor, also at this time, you should have gotten that Mr. Mills also received further notice of
Okay.
this
I have
today.
that. Yes. Court will note that Mr. Mills was notified of this Zoom hearing, which was delivered on March 18th, 2021. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state calls Arnaldo Barrera. Mr. Barrera, where are you employed at, sir?
The Office of the Attorney General.
And what is your position here, sir?
I'm a child support officer.
And what is the nature of your responsibilities and duties as a child support officer?
Conduct investigations on calculating child support and retroactive child support.
And have you received any special training to calculate child support and retroactive support in compliance with the Texas Family Code, sir?
Yes, I have.
All right. And have you calculated child support in this case, sir?
Yes, I have.
And what did your investigation find Mr. Marcel Mills Sr. gross income was, sir?
$1,760.
All right. And what was his net resources?
$1,507.53.
And what percentage did you apply in this case, sir?
16%.
All right. And what is the guideline child support amount in this case?
$241.
Okay. And for the retroactive child support, what did you calculate that amount to be, sir?
$924 as
Okay,
of
and what is,
2021.
sorry about that. And what is your recommended payout on that retroactive judgment, sir?
$55 a month.
I have nothing further for this witness, Your Honor. I pass this witness.
All right, Ms. Mitchell, do you have any questions for Mr. Barrera?
No, sir.
All right. Call your next witness, Ms. Jeffries.
Thank you. The state calls Patrice Ann Mitchell. Ms. Mitchell, you're the mother of Marcel Shenard Mills Jr. Is that correct, ma'am?
That is correct.
And who is the father of Marcel Jr.?
Marcel Shenard Mills Sr.
Okay, and when Marcel Shenard Mills Jr. was born in the hospital, you filled out an acknowledgement of paternity. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. And how old is Marcel Jr.?
He's 2.
Okay. Now, if a decision needed to be made regarding his day-to-day activities, who makes that decision, ma'am?
I, Patrice Mitchell.
Okay. If you needed to go to a doctor's appointment, who would set that appointment?
I, Patrice Mitchell.
There was an issue at school, who would also handle that?
I, Patrice Mitchell.
So you're asking this court to appoint you as a sole managing conservator of this child. Is that correct, ma'am?
That is correct.
And why are you asking to be appointed as a sole managing conservator of this child, ma'am?
For the safety of me and Marcel Jr.
Okay. Now you mentioned the safety of you and Marcel Jr. In the last 2 years, has there been an incident of violence between you and Marcel Sr.?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. What was the last incident of family violence, ma'am, between you and Marcel Senior?
October 2020, where it was a case for assault on a family member.
Okay. And what was the outcome of that incident in October 2020?
Marcel Senior had to be removed from the home.
Okay. And
But
then
prior to that,
go ahead.
that case with the assault on the family member,
And
and
assault
that
on
was
let me
that
finish.
happened of
Remember
2000.
when did that happen?
It happened of 2018.
Okay. And he was charged with criminal assault. Is that correct?
Assault on a family member, yes.
Okay. And so you're asking this court to issue a finding of family violence in this case. Is that correct, ma'am?
That is correct.
All right. Now you currently live in Harris County, but you're asking that no geographical restriction be placed to Harris County. Is that correct?
To Texas.
To Texas. Okay. So you're asking that the geographical restriction actually be lifted to Texas. Why is that?
For the safety of me and the child.
Okay. And you believe it's in the best interest that geographical restriction.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Now, as far as visitation, you're asking that visitation occur via the domestic relations office in Harris County. Is that correct, ma'am?
That is correct.
And is this tied to the family violence incidents that have happened between you and Mr. Mills in the past?
That is correct.
You believe it's in the best interest that those visits should occur at a facility. Is that correct?
That is correct.
You understand that even if you move outside of Harris County, you will still be responsible for getting your child to those visits. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. Now, do you have any health insurance available for your son?
No.
Do you know if Mr. Mills has any private health insurance available for his son?
No.
Okay. Do you have any personal knowledge if Mr. Mills has any other children under 18, ma'am?
Yes.
How many other children does he have, ma'am?
2.
Are you asking this court to approve an order where Mr. Mills will be ordered to pay $53 beginning May 1st of 2021 for cash medical, ma'am?
That is correct.
And you heard the child support officer testify that the child support should be $241 beginning May 1st of 2021. Is that correct, ma'am?
That is correct.
All right. And as far as the retroactive period, you testified that Mr. Mills and you stopped living together as of October 2020. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So you're seeking retro from November 1st of 2020 until April 30th of 2021?
That is correct.
And that $924 judgment, that included $150 that Mr. Mills gave you. Is that correct?
That is correct for Marcel Mills on his birthday of this year.
Okay, did he give you any other money?
No.
Okay. And as far as your address not being disclosed, you're also asking that your address and phone number not be disclosed in this order. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. And court costs, if they are billed in this case, who do you believe they should be billed against?
Marcel Shenard Mills Sr.
All right. And you've signed this order. Is that correct already, ma'am?
That is correct.
And you believe this order to be in the best interest of your child?
That is correct.
You're asking this court to approve this default order?
That is correct.
I have nothing further for this witness, Your Honor. I pass the witness.
All right, the court will approve the order as submitted. Thank you.
Thank you. May we be excused, Your Honor?
Yes.
All right. You're excused, Ms. Mitchell. Unless you have questions, you're free to.
Okay, I'm done for today.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Please unmute yourself, Ms. Maldonado.
Maldonado, hit *6 to unmute yourself, please. Good afternoon, Judge. How are you?
All right. This is cause number 2020-70449 in the interest of Roberto Aviana Bentley and Jalen Maldonado. All parties, please raise your right hands to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the children.
Yvette Maldonado, and I'm the mother of my children.
Okay. All right, and for the state?
Kavita Sharma for the state, Your Honor.
I hope the transmission is a lot better than that. I don't know. But the court will note that the father is not present. He was personally, father Roberto Maldonado Jr. was personally served on January 28th, 2021 at 9:52 a.m. at 10835 Tallow Briar in Houston, Harris County, Texas. He has not filed an answer. Is that correct? Or appeared? Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. We'll proceed by default.
Yes, sir. Judge, we'd like to call Ms. Yvette Maldonado, please.
All right.
Ms. Maldonado, are you currently married to Mr. Maldonado?
Yes, we're just separated.
And when were you married?
November 8th, 2003.
Okay. And when were you separated? When did you stop living together?
February of 2020.
Okay. And Mr. Maldonado and yourself have 4 children together?
Yes, ma'am.
And what are their ages?
15, 11, 3, and 1.
Okay. At this time, you're currently not living together, but he still sees the children, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you both have been discussing possible reconciliation of your marriage?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any chance this will end in a divorce?
No, ma'am, that I know of, no.
Okay. So at this time, do you know where Mr. Maldonado works?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Okay. So based on a minimum wage presumption, will you agree that he earns $1,256.67 a month, roughly?
Honestly, I'm not too sure. I mean,
Okay.
I really don't know.
Okay. And has he been providing you with cash for the children?
Yes, ma'am. He gives me $250 monthly, and he buys me the things that the children need. If they need clothes, shoes, I'll ask him, and he'll provide it for me.
Okay. And right now, how are the children covered under health insurance?
Medicaid.
Okay. And would you agree are you okay with the judge ordering Mr. Maldonado to pay $113 back to the state for the child support, for cash medical support?
So, how much was it? I'm sorry.
$113 for the 4 children?
This says 101.
Yes.
Oh, yes, Judge. I'm sorry, $101. That is correct, Judge.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Excuse my error.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And does Mr. Maldonado have any other children outside the home or that he provides support to?
No, ma'am, he doesn't.
Okay. Do either one of you or Mr. Maldonado have access to private health insurance for the children?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And you agree to deviate below the state guideline because he does provide the $250 a week, sometimes more, sometimes less, and food and clothing for the children, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And do you understand that the court will order Mr. Maldonado to pay court costs as billed?
Pay the court cost?
Correct. Do you understand that the court will order him to pay court costs as billed?
Okay.
Is that a yes?
You understand that, man?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. And Judge, I have no further questions for Ms. Maldonado.
Did we get through the managing conservatorship and possession and access?
Oh, that's correct, Judge. As far as the children currently live with you, is that correct, Ms. Maldonado?
Yes, ma'am.
And their father sees them regularly, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand the court will order the standard possession order and you all can make your arrangements as you've been doing as far as Mr. Maldonado getting access to the children, correct?
Yes.
Has there been any issue with him seeing the children?
No, ma'am.
Okay, as of now, you are the one who has primary possession of the children.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have any issue with the court ordering you to stay within Harris and the contiguous counties?
No, ma'am. I'm okay.
Okay, thank you.
And who's going to be managing conservator?
No further
Who's going
questions.
to be possessor conservator? Who's going to be, what type of conservatorship do we have here?
Joint managing conservators, Judge, with Ms. Maldonado being the primary possession.
Is that your agreement, Ms. Maldonado?
Yes, sir.
All right. Court will approve the order submitted. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?